Hi, I'm Michael Kourosh and welcome to Design Santa Barbara. This week we are in Santa Barbara Design Center and I'm very excited to introduce you to our special guest. It is not often we talk with someone who has a vision of designing an entire city. Well, my guest this week is looking to do just that, as he's running for mayor of Santa Barbara. Angel Martinez, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Michael.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it. So me and Angel go back a while and I'm very excited having you on our show, and I know you have amazing vision for our town, which is already heaven, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna make it even more special. I have a few questions for you, my friend.
Sure.
Tell me about how you got to where you are today.
Well, you know, I'm an immigrant, like you are. Came here in 1958. I was 3 years old. We left Cuba before the revolution. My parents and my sister, my brother never left, so I was adopted by my grandmother's sister. And we lived in the Bronx in New York, tough neighborhood, the South Bronx, actually. And but that was the luckiest thing that happened to me was leaving Cuba when I did, coming to America, taking advantage of all the opportunities that America offers. And the next lucky thing that happened was we moved to California, to the Bay Area. And I was a runner in high school and college. And I decided early on I wanted to make a living from my passion, which was running. So this is the beginning of the running boom, you know, the running shoe movement. So I decided I wanted to open a running shoe store. And went to work for a big company, learned retail, and then opened my first store. And it was a lot of work. I was still racing at the time, but it was a lot of fun too. And I met these two guys who were bringing a brand over from England called Reebok.
Reebok.
Nobody had ever heard of it. And so I was the third employee at Reebok, and we built that company to be quite significant. And I've been in the shoe business ever since. So it's 40 years now in the shoe business.
40 years?
40 years.
Oh, wow. That's a long time. Well, thank you. This is amazing, and God bless this country. Me and you can actually
Absolutely.
be a testimony to it. It's an opportunity, and God bless.
I call myself Horatio Alvarez.
Very good. So next question is, what are some of your passions in life?
Well, I'm still passionate about running. I'm not able to do the running I used to do.
You used to be an All-American,
I did,
hear.
yes, cross country and track. I'm passionate about music. I play guitar. I'm passionate about old cars. I have a few old cars that I like to work on and, you know, tinker with. And that's all fun. And then I'm passionate about, probably first and foremost, my family.
Wonderful.
My wife and my kids, and living here in Santa Barbara, you know, which was a dream for us. I decided in 1973, after coming down here to run in a cross-country meet against UCSB, I went to UC Davis. And I decided I was going to live in Santa Barbara someday. It took about 30-something years, but my wife and I moved here about almost 15 years ago.
Wonderful. Yeah, actually I know you since the days you moved in here. Wonderful. We are lucky you're here. My next question is, what inspired you to run for mayor of Santa Barbara?
Well, I decided to enter the run for mayor because I really feel that the city is moving in the wrong direction. You know, I feel this should be the best small city in America. It has everything that it needs, but I don't believe it has vision. We have vision, and I don't believe we've had leadership. And I think no entity can move forward toward the future without a clear vision that everyone participates in and agrees on, and that we can put our resources against and wake up in the morning, you know, driving to make something like that happen. And we've got a lot of issues that are surfacing. State Street is just one of them, tip of an iceberg as I see it. The aggressive vagrant panhandlers is another issue that seems to get worse from year to year, and it drives people away from our city.
Very true.
We have a city that is not particularly friendly to business. And I think we lose opportunity, we lose talent, and we are a one-dimensional economy here. We have tourism and retail, and that's it. And that's not enough. We need to develop other aspects of our economy to secure a sustainable economic future for the city.
Well, I could not agree with you more on this. And as if you talk about it earlier, there's 50 empty stores on State Street at this point.
Yes.
They ran me off, basically. I mean, I've been there for many years, and I could not do any business there anymore.
Well, it's a little shocking. I mean, you see people, I have friends who come in from out of town, and they maybe visited here 10 years ago, 12 years ago, And the difference between then and now, it's a little shocking.
It surely is.
And
It's
it
heaven,
does-
and as you said, the vision and management will make it even better. My last question for this segment is, how do you plan to use the skills you honed running a major company such as Deckers when running a city?
You know, any great enterprise or any great city is really about collaboration. It's about taking the best ideas and the passion of the people who love the city and bringing it forward toward the future of the city. So it has to all start with a vision.
True.
Without a vision, I think we're lost. And then you pull people into a collective sense of vision and purpose, and that it takes on a life of its own. It becomes an energy for the city going forward. I believe our city is lacking that energy. I think we're losing opportunity every day, every single day. We're losing talent. And talent comes in all forms: artists, you know, musicians, entrepreneurs, retailers. It is to me the vibrancy that creates the kind of opportunities that we're talking about. And today in this city, it's very, very difficult for a young entrepreneur to start a business, to find a location, to hire employees, and for those employees to find a place to live.
Absolutely true. I mean, that's the truth, and the vision you have perhaps will change that. When we come back, I want to talk more with Angel about his plans for our beautiful Santa Barbara. Stay tuned.